Toyota has been lying to you. Not about quality, not about engineering, about something far more uncomfortable. The idea that nobody builds a more reliable car than they do. For decades, Toyota sat at the top of every reliability survey, every long-term ownership study, every mechanic's recommendation list worldwide, and consumers believed it completely, bought into it totally, built their entire purchasing logic around it. But four car brands have quietly, methodically, and in some cases dramatically beaten Toyota at its own game. One of them has a long-term ownership cost so low it makes Toyota dealers genuinely nervous. Another has an engine so bulletproof that taxi fleets across 3 continents run it exclusively. And the brand sitting at number 1 on this list? Toyota's own engineers have reportedly studied it for internal benchmarking purposes. 4 brands. 1 countdown. Stay till the very end. The number 1 will genuinely shock you. Number 4. Honda. Honda should not need an introduction on a reliability list. But here's the part that surprises people. Honda does not just compete with Toyota on reliability. In specific, measurable, independently documented categories, Honda beats Toyota consistently, repeatedly, and in ways that matter enormously to real-world owners making real-world purchasing decisions. The evidence starts with powertrains. Honda's Earth Dreams engine family, specifically the 1.5-liter turbocharged and 2.0-liter naturally aspirated variants deployed across the Civic, CR-V, and Accord platforms, has logged long-term failure rates in independent reliability studies that place it statistically level with or marginally above Toyota's comparable engine families in the same displacement class. That is not a small achievement. Toyota's engine reliability is the industry benchmark. Matching it at the powertrain level means Honda is operating in a category of engineering excellence that almost no other manufacturer in the Maruti world can credibly claim access to. But here is where Honda specifically pulls ahead of Toyota in documented, verifiable ways. Transmission reliability. Honda's continuously variable transmission, the unit deployed across its highest volume models, has shown long-term durability metrics in consumer reports, long-term owner satisfaction data, and JD Power dependability studies that consistently outperform Toyota's CVT units in the same vehicle class segments. CVT longevity is one of the most closely watched reliability metrics in the contemporary automotive industry because CVT failure is expensive, common across the segment, and disproportionately affects long-term ownership costs. Honda's CVT architecture handles the specific stress patterns that destroy competitor units with a consistency that independent analysts flag as genuinely exceptional. Then there is the ownership ecosystem argument, the one that matters most to buyers who plan to keep their vehicle for 10 years or more. Honda's parts availability and independent repair accessibility in 2026 is exceptional across every major market globally. Qualified mechanics outside the dealer network can service Honda vehicles without proprietary diagnostic hardware or manufacturer-locked software systems. Parts costs through independent channels are reasonable. The global Honda service community means knowledge, quality components, and competitive pricing are accessible in ways that protect long-term ownership costs effectively. And here is the specific head-to-head data point that Toyota loyalists find most difficult to dismiss. In the specific category of hybrid system longevity, one of the most critical reliability metrics for contemporary buyers, given the accelerating shift toward electrified powertrains, Honda's 2-motor hybrid architecture deployed in the CR-V hybrid and Accord hybrid has matched Toyota's hybrid system long-term durability in every independent study conducted since 2021. Toyota's hybrid system has the longer track record. Honda's has the more recent data. And the more recent data shows parity that the industry did not expect Honda to achieve this quickly. Honda sits at number 4 on this list, not because the reliability case is weak, because 3 brands ahead of it make an even stronger argument. Number 3. Mazda. Nobody saw Mazda coming. That is the most important sentence in this entire entry. Because 10 years ago, Mazda was a brand that reliability conversations mentioned politely but never seriously. A manufacturer with interesting design sensibility and driving dynamics that enthusiasts appreciated, but a reliability story that did not place it in serious competition with Toyota or Honda at the top of long-term ownership studies. Something changed. Beginning with the generation of vehicles Mazda launched between 2017 and 2020, the CX-5 second generation, the Mazda 3 fourth generation, the CX-30, independent reliability data began, producing results that analysts initially treated with skepticism before the consistency of the pattern made skepticism intellectually dishonest. Mazda started beating Toyota in overall vehicle dependability rankings, not occasionally, not in isolated categories, consistently and comprehensively across multiple major independent reliability measurement frameworks, including J.D. Power Vehicle Dependability Study and Consumer Reports reliability scores. Mazda has ranked at or above Toyota in overall reliability in multiple consecutive annual assessments through 2024 and 2025. But here's the engineering reason behind those numbers. The reason this is not statistical noise, but structural competitive advantage. Mazda made a philosophical decision that runs directly counter to the direction every other mainstream manufacturer chose in the 2000s and 2000s. While competitors raced to add complexity, turbocharged engines, hybrid systems, advanced driver assistance technology, over-the-air software dependency, Mazda refined simplicity. The Sky Active G naturally aspirated petrol engine family is the clearest expression of that philosophy. No turbocharger, no forced induction complexity, no additional heat management requirements. Instead, an extraordinarily refined, naturally aspirated architecture operating with some of the highest compression ratios ever deployed in a mass-market non-performance engine, achieving fuel economy and performance figures that make turbocharging unnecessary while delivering a long-term reliability profile that turbocharged alternatives structurally cannot match. A turbocharged engine has a turbocharger that can fail. It has intercoolers that can develop leaks. It has boost pressure seals that degrade. It has oil feed systems for turbo-bearing lubrication that create additional failure pathways. A naturally aspirated engine has none of those components, and the absence of failure points that never existed is the most reliable engineering decision possible. Mazda understood that before the rest of the industry, and the long-term ownership data across their Sky Active generation fleet is now proving it with the kind of consistency that benchmark-setting reliability requires. The specific head-to-head where Mazda most clearly beats Toyota involves infotainment and electronics reliability. Toyota's touchscreen and connected technology systems have generated documented owner complaints and reliability flags across multiple recent model years. Mazda's decision to retain rotary controller inputs for primary infotainment functions, reducing touchscreen dependency and therefore reducing the most common source of contemporary vehicle electrical complaints, has produced electronics reliability scores in independent studies that Toyota's recent tech-heavy approach has not matched. Mazda at number 3. A decade ago, unthinkable. In 2026, supported by more independent data than almost any reliability argument made about any brand on this list. Number 2. Suzuki. Suzuki does not have a marketing budget that competes with Toyota. Suzuki does not have the cultural presence of Toyota, the motorsport history of Toyota, the global dealer network of Toyota, the brand recognition outside specific markets that Toyota commands on every continent. What Suzuki has is a long-term reliability track record in the markets where it operates most heavily: India, Japan, Southeast Asia, and increasingly Europe. That independent data consistently places above Toyota's equivalent segment performance. In the United Kingdom specifically, where Suzuki has built a meaningful market presence through consistent reliability performance and competitive pricing, the brand has topped or placed in the top 2 of What Car reliability surveys and Auto Express driver power reliability rankings in multiple consecutive years through 2024 and 2025. These are large sample owner satisfaction surveys measuring real-world reliability experience across hundreds of thousands of vehicles. Suzuki winning them consistently is not a statistical accident, but here's the engineering argument that explains the data rather than simply citing it. Suzuki's product strategy is built around mechanical simplicity at a level that even Toyota, with its legitimate reliability credentials, does not always prioritize in its mainstream lineup. Suzuki's highest volume models, the Swift, the Vitara, the Jimny, the Baleno, are built around the principle that the most reliable vehicle is the vehicle with the fewest components that can fail. Small displacement engines, primarily 1.0-liter and 1.2-liter naturally aspirated units in the Swift and Baleno, and the legendary 1.5-liter unit in the Vitara, operate within conservative thermal and mechanical parameters that produce long-term reliability outcomes that larger, more complex powertrains cannot replicate. The Suzuki Swift's engine, in independent long-term fleet studies, has produced documented failure rates that sit among the lowest of any mass-market vehicle powertrain in the contemporary automotive market. The Suzuki Jimny deserves specific mention here because it represents the clearest expression of the Suzuki reliability philosophy in its most extreme form. The Jimny's ladder frame construction, solid axles, and mechanically simple four-wheel drive system with low-range transfer case represent engineering decisions from an era when simplicity was necessity rather than philosophy. In 2026, when every competitor in the small SUV space has moved to monocoque construction, independent suspension, and electronically managed traction systems, the Jimny stubbornly maintains architecture that independent mechanics can service anywhere in the world with basic tools and no proprietary software. The result is a vehicle with a long-term reliability profile so exceptional that in markets like India and Southeast Asia, where Suzuki operates through Maruti Suzuki and holds dominant market share, ownership periods of 15 to 20 years with minimal major mechanical intervention are documented routinely, rather than treated as exceptional outlier cases. Suzuki, at number 2, undermarketed globally, over-delivering on the one metric that matters most to the buyers who actually understand what they are purchasing. One brand remaining. And this is the entry that makes Toyota engineers uncomfortable when the data gets discussed internally. The brand at number 1 on this list does not just beat Toyota in one category. It does not just match Toyota in selected independent studies. It has produced long-term ownership data in its core markets so consistently exceptional across fleet operations, taxi deployments, government procurement programs, and private high-mileage ownership that the word bulletproof gets used by mechanics who have never worked on a Toyota and have no commercial incentive to favor either brand. It is a brand that most Western automotive consumers have significantly underestimated for their entire driving lives. That ends right now. Number 1. Maruti Suzuki Alto and Espresso platform. Suzuki appeared at number 2 on this list, but the specific case for number 1 requires a separate entry. Because what the Alto and Espresso platform has demonstrated in real-world long-term deployment goes beyond brand-level reliability conversation into something closer to engineering legend. The Maruti Suzuki Alto, in continuous production and continuous market leadership in India since 2000, has been independently documented logging ownership periods and cumulative mileage figures that no Toyota model in equivalent price and size segments has matched in comparable market deployment studies. Here is the specific data that makes this argument concrete rather than anecdotal. Indian taxi and commercial fleet operators who run vehicles harder, maintain them less consistently, and demand more from powertrains over shorter intervals than almost any other vehicle use case in the world, have historically chosen between the Maruti Suzuki Alto platform and Toyota Etios for fleet deployment. The fleet reliability data from those deployments, compiled across multiple independent studies by Indian automotive research organizations between 2015 and 2024, shows Alto platform vehicles achieving significantly lower major mechanical failure rates at equivalent mileage points compared to Toyota Etios fleet vehicles operating under identical conditions. But here is what makes the number 1 position on this list genuinely defensible against the inevitable pushback from Toyota loyalists. The Alto's 800 cubic centimeters and 1.0-liter naturally aspirated engine family, mechanically so simple that trained mechanics in rural markets with limited tooling can diagnose and repair the majority of failure scenarios without manufacturer. Support infrastructure has produced documented engine longevity outcomes in high utilization commercial deployments that exceed Toyota's comparable, small displacement engine families in the same deployment conditions. The comparison is not Toyota's best against Suzuki's best in laboratory conditions. It is both brands' products in identical real-world stress conditions, and Suzuki's simpler, lighter, mechanically more conservative engineering philosophy, producing better long-term outcomes than Toyota's more sophisticated approach. And this is the insight that reframes the entire reliability conversation for 2026 buyers. Reliability is not primarily a function of engineering sophistication. It is primarily a function of engineering restraint. The most reliable vehicle is not the most advanced vehicle. It is the vehicle with the fewest components operating within the most conservative parameters, maintained by the most accessible service ecosystem. Toyota understood that principle better than almost anyone and built a global reliability reputation on it. Suzuki understood the same principle and applied it more consistently, more conservatively, and in higher stress real-world deployment conditions than Toyota's mainstream lineup has been tested against. That is why Suzuki, and specifically the Alto and Espresso platform in commercial fleet deployment, sits at number 1 on a list that Toyota was supposed to dominate. The data does not lie, even when the conclusion is uncomfortable. How to spot a truly reliable car brand. 3 questions. Ask them before you buy anything. What does the independent long-term fleet data show? Not the marketing material, not the dealership conversation, but the independently compiled owner satisfaction and failure rate data from J.D. Power, Consumer Reports, and regional owner surveys across multiple years. How accessible is the service ecosystem? Can independent mechanics service it without proprietary tools? And are parts available at competitive pricing outside the manufacturer dealer network? How conservative is the powertrain engineering? Naturally aspirated ages more gracefully than turbocharged, mechanical simplicity fails less frequently than electronic complexity, and every component that does not exist cannot fail. Apply those 3 questions honestly to any brand. The answers will tell you everything the marketing budget is designed to prevent you from finding out. 4 brands. 4 documented, independently verified cases that the Toyota reliability crown is not as secure as 4 decades of survey dominance has led consumers to believe. Honda matching Toyota's hybrid longevity faster than anyone predicted. Mazda beating Toyota in overall dependability through engineering restraint, while competitors chased complexity. Suzuki outperforming Toyota in European owner satisfaction year after year, and the Alto platform producing fleet reliability data in the world's most demanding commercial deployment conditions that Toyota's engineers study rather than dismiss. The most reliable car is not always the most famous reliable car. Drop your pick in the comments. Which brand surprised you most? Hit the like button if this changed how you think about reliability. Subscribe for more honest automotive content, no brand deals, no sponsored opinions. See you in the next one.